Good morning. Welcome to my home and welcome to my heart. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what do you do when your whole world kind of goes skiwampus sideways, when things are really, really stressful? Well, for me, I go inside. So there were lots of things coming up. I mean, everybody's world is going a little weird at the moment and sideways, and we're all kind of upside down and not quite sure where things are, perhaps. Maybe you're not. But if you are, I invite you into this process. I invite you into the space of the meditation, quietly going into this place that Master Lin calls the emptiness, that place of stillness, that place is in the center of us, places in the center of the universe. Because it's the bigger picture out there that helps inform the smaller picture right here. The 5-element theory, the 5-element moving meditations. Today, we're going to discuss and engage ourselves in the 2nd element, which is the fire element. I'm wearing pink today. Grandma's wearing pink. She's got a wide variety of colors on. Pink and reds are the fire element. And the fire is what burns off any extra dross. Fire is refining. There's a story, and it's true, a story that talks about how an apprentice was with the silversmith. And as that silversmith was refining the silver that he was using to create things with, he would heat it and heat it and heat it, and then he would take it out and he would pound it and pound it and pound it, and then he would put it back in and he would heat it and make it soft again, and then bring it out and pound it and pound it and pound it and pound out all those impurities out of it. And the apprentice was watching the silversmith, and he said, "How do you know when it's pure?" And the silversmith said, "When I can see myself in reflection in it, then it's pure." Interesting that he said when he can see his self in reflection in it. As we encounter and experience the intensities of life, the ups and downs and the ebbs and the flows, if we're always focused out there for answers and for guidance and for protection and for energy, we are scattered. When we're focused inside, and that's not a narcissistic process. It's when we're focused inside, though, that we see and we receive energy from the universe. I used to run marathons. I used to run ultra marathons. And when I lived in Calgary, Alberta, I trained in a place that had a track that was an elevated track, and it was above some other activity areas, and there was a weight room downstairs. And I had a race, it was the dead of winter, and I was running a 21-mile training run. And that is a lot of repetitions around this track. And I had a friend that had come into the fitness center at the same time that I was there. And he was downstairs in the weight room, and when he saw me up there running, he would come up occasionally and he would run with me. And he would run a lap or two with me. And in his mind and in mine, he was there to support me in a goal that I had set for myself of running this 21-mile training run. And I noticed that every time he came up to run with me, my energy would really drop. And I was intrigued about that, and I thought him coming up would help me, actually. And at about mile 19, I was just ready to quit. I just felt so fatigued and so drained that I was just ready to quit. And then he came upstairs to run with me again, and then I really felt drained. And I went, aha. What I am is I'm expecting that when he comes to run with me, that it will make my run easier, that somehow his presence will take the energy off of me and take the expectation off of me to be able to supply my own energy. And I realized that I was actually more energetic when he was down there, sending me the loving energy and the supportive energy, but not actually there with me. And so when he came up to run with me again and I felt that energy drain from me again, I said to him, I really appreciate you wanting to support me. I need to do this myself. When I finish, I'll come down and we'll visit. And then he went and he said, great, thanks for letting me know. He went back downstairs. He worked on his workout. I worked on mine. And I was able to finish my race. Now at 19 miles, I wanted to quit. And I have never quit a training run, because I know that I need those training runs to be able to receive or achieve my ultimate goal. And so that was a real testament to me, a real eye-opener to me about sometimes the path is alone, but we're never alone. Sometimes the path is taken away from other human beings, and it's connected to ourself, and it's connected to the universe. That particular training race or training run was indoors and on a rubberized track. Oftentimes when I would run outdoors in training runs the same length, I would open my hands. When I would be tired, I would open my hands to the earth. And I would just ask for energy of the earth to complete the task I had set for myself. And I would always receive it. Unless I was actually ill, the training runs that I set up for myself in my training schedule, I would always achieve. And therefore I was able to run a number of marathons, and I was able to finish a race that was 100 miles long. 100 miles, and then I finished a 100-kilometer race, and a number of them that were over 50 kilometers. And I don't tell you that to impress you, but to impress upon you that the goals that we set and the things that draw us and draw us energetically really refine us if we give them that opportunity. And the path does not have to be an arduous one. Today we're going to work with the fire energy. We're going to engage in the fire energy, the pink, the drive, the heat that refines. And the constricting, compacting emotion that doesn't allow that fire energy to work and breathe, because fire needs oxygen, right? To burn. And we're burning off that extra energy, the extra dross, the extraness that isn't really us. The contracting emotion is an emotion of hatred. And think about how you have felt and what happens in your body when you feel like you've hated somebody or hated something. Just even using the word, my body gets tight and rigid, and I have an impaction in my chest. It just kind of goes, oh. And the opposite energy, the opposite emotion to hatred is joy. And so even though our world can be upside down, in Spain right now, there's in the Canary Islands, there's a volcano that's erupting, and I watched a video of it this morning. And that volcano is very slowly burning its way through a town, through all the houses. It's relentless. Nobody can stop that. Like, no human being is going to stop that lava moving. How do we handle ourselves when the lava in our lives is moving relentlessly? We can go inside. Last night I spent 2-hour meditation in meditating in the Temple of Heaven. I will put that one out on this website, on my Facebook page, so that you can access that if you wish. Brought a whole lot of healing and peace to me. So as we think about joy, joy is happiness for no apparent reason. Let's begin to tap first. Tap on the eyebrows. And underneath the eyes, in the tapping process, just as I started tapping up there, I could feel my hips in here releasing. Just going to tap down our bodies. And tap the top of our head. Put your hand on your forehead to support yourself. Tap the back of the head. And tap down the arm. Turn the hand over, tap down the arm. Turn the hand up. Turn the hand over. Other side. I'm going to tap on the tailbone. That one always brings such relief and such relaxation to my whole pelvic girdle. This tapping on the tailbone is a huge blessing to me. And now we're going to begin to bounce. The tapping and the bouncing, Taylor Swift has a song called Shake It Off. And she sings about having some difficulties and some things that were contracting her, and she just shakes it off, and she sings about shaking it off. So let's shake it off. We're shaking off and tapping any extra energy that is no longer serving us. It came with information. We may have taken that information. Hopefully we've made some changes that the information came with, and now we're shaking off the extra energy that's no longer serving us. So just bounce, bounce, bounce. Let the elbows relax, let the wrists relax, let the knees, the hips, the ankles relax, the shoulders relax, the head even relax a bit. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's allow our hands to float up above our heads. And as they float, as I got to this spot here, I could feel my shoulders rising. And so that's a constricting motion. So I allowed my shoulders to just drop, the shoulder blades to slide more. As the hands rise, the shoulder blades drop, sliding more and more. Take your hands as high as you wish. You can see my mom in the background here. She's got her hands at a kind of a goal posting position. Qigong is not meant to push you through pain or push you through sticking spots. The movements themselves and the breathing themselves will allow us to breathe through those sticking spots when they're ready. You'll discover as you continually practice that your body does loosen up. But if we push ourselves through those spots, we're actually going to tighten ourselves even more. So allow your knees, close your eyes if you wish, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you're breathing in unconditional love from the universe. And as we breathe out extra energy that's no longer serving us. It was there for a purpose. We probably got the message from it. If we hadn't, the energy won't go. But as we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and we don't need to know what we're releasing. It's actually better that we don't. Because our body, with its own chi, knows exactly what it's releasing. It knows what to release when. And as we blow out, if we release and blow out with love and gratitude for the messages and the refinement that the struggles perhaps brought us, then we're bathing ourselves in the in-breath and the out-breath in love and unconditional love. And continue to bounce. I just want to share one more thing. When you're in this practice, you might come up with some emotions that need to move. Last night I cried through a lot of my meditation because of some things that I've been experiencing. And that brought things up and it moved them out. And so it was very releasing and very cathartic to allow that energy to come up, to breathe it out and just give it to the universe. Our breath is very important. Breathe in through the nose. And now as we breathe out through the mouth the last time, we're going to allow our body on that exhale to come into a quiet stillness. And feel what happens in your body. Just receive. You'll notice that my hands are floating away from my body. Because I've done this so often, my body is conditioned to receive the chi, to move the chi in my body. I'll explain chi in just a moment. And when I've bounced and shaken a lot of things off, my body expands. It just naturally goes here. I can feel energy moving between my armpit and my torso. I can feel an aura around my legs. My whole body just has a shimmering glow to it, feel to it. My palms feel a pressure in them. This is Qi. My fingertips have tingling in them. It's not huge and loud, but it is present. This is Qi. In its simplest form, the word Qi might mean energy, but Qi is actually more than energy. Qi is life force. It's an energy, a life force that has a blueprint to it. So it knows perfectly how our body, mind, spirit, and soul all align together, what energies it needs, that whole functioning mechanism needs to be functioning at its optimal. It knows where the imbalances are. And our Qi has the intelligence to balance everything perfectly, absolutely perfectly. And so you might ask, so if the Qi has perfect intelligence to balance everything perfectly, why am I not in 100% health? Because our Qi is run off of our Yi, our intention, our choice. And so here in our next step, we're going to set the intention for our practice today. Bring your hands towards the lower dantian. There will be space between your hand and the belly button, which is the lower dantian. Women, your right hand will be next to the navel, and men, your left hand will be next to the navel. If that doesn't feel balanced for you, move them and change them until one does. Here we call upon the energy of our master to set our intention. This is our Yi, which directs our Qi. And your master is whatever entity or being from whom you derive wisdom, knowledge, protection, perfect guidance. You will probably have a name for that master. Your master can be your own inner knowing, the own spark of vitality in you. Here we call upon the energy of our master in gratitude. We can say something like, "Dear Master," you use whatever label you wish for your master. With deep gratitude for the balancing effects that I have felt when I invite myself into thy space, thy intelligence, thy universe. With deep gratitude for that balancing and leveling energy, I set the intention of my practice today. Now you set your intention. What do you hope to derive from practicing this with us today? For me, my intention is to receive the unconditional love of the universe and have it come through my body out to the souls of all those I meet today. So that through me, if I can be an instrument in any way of sharing the love that I feel from my master and from the unconditional love of the universe, that is my intention. To the power of the universe. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. And now we are united in purpose. We're united in energy. And we choose by giving the password to open ourselves to the power of the universe. With that password, feel yourself step into the emptiness. The beautiful vastness of unconditional love that is what makes up the whole universe. Step into that and feel that. Our breathing is now changed to in through our nose and out through our nose. Slow our breathing down. As you breathe in unconditional love. Breathe it in with your whole skin. Feel your toes breathing. Feel the skin on the ankles and the legs. Breathing in. Bringing our hands to this lower dantian as if we're holding a ball. This is a beautiful energy ball. This is the energy of yin and yang, and we're joining yin and yang here. This is a beautiful healing ball. It is as small as our hands, and yet as big as the whole universe. And into this ball we can invite anyone or anything that we would like to be able to help to heal, balance. Become refined. Move into joy. Joy is happiness for no specific reason. Joy is just pure happiness. Man is that he might have joy. That is our destiny here, joy. Bringing our hands here at the lower dantian as we inhale and allow, we're going to lead with our elbows. Leading with our elbows opens up those lung meridians and the heart meridian. As you breathe in, take your own time, work at your own pace. Feel the elasticity of the chi in your palms. Just feel yourself stretching it out. And as you breathe out, in through the nose and out through the nose, feel the compression, the condensation, or the condensing of this chi. You're going to add a movement to it as you breathe in, bend your knees. All of these movements can be done standing, sitting, or lying down. So if you're sitting, like my mom is, envision yourself standing and bending your knees. Envision your body in perfect strength and perfect balance. Sink into the earth. Invite a soft smile to come to your face and your lips. The smile says, "Start my internal love engine." Breathing in joy. In this moment, I feel joy. Meditation brings us into the moment. We let go of the past. We let the future be what it will be. We are present in this moment and present with our breath. Present with the feeling of joy. If other emotions come up, receive them. It is in the receiving of all of what is happening within us that we can release things. let them go. And as we release, not shove away or bury, but as we release, we heal. Our physical bodies heal. Our emotions balance and heal. Our spirit is more able to function in a directed manner. It's less scattered, it's more focused. Go your own pace with your breathing. Receive your space in the emptiness. Receive the unconditional love of that emptiness. Receive the space of all possibility in this emptiness. Bringing our hands back to the lower dantian, elbows open. Our hands are curved like they're holding a ball. It's a natural curve, it's not something we create. Allow your body to be what it naturally is. Here in this space, bring your awareness to the lower dantian and to a white spinning light. Mine is opalescent. It shimmers, it glows, and it spins faster and faster to the right and condenses and gets smaller and smaller because it's condensing. This is Qi. As our Qi spins faster and faster to the right, we invite it into our lower dantian, our navel area. We invite it to sit as a reservoir in the bottom of our torso. And there it radiates throughout the day. It radiates our Qi, which is driven by our intention, our Yi. That Qi finds its healing spots. It knows exactly where to go, what little piece of energy to loosen off here, what little piece of energy to fill in there. It knows. It has perfect intelligence, and with your Yi, you give it permission to operate in the manner that it would like to operate. It will never take our choices from us. Rubbing our hands together, open your eyes. Feel the warmth as you rub your hands together. Tap those fingertips together. Put your hands on your face, on either side of your nose. Run your fingers up your face, into the hairline, drawing a circle. And say to yourself as you do this, I love you, and use your own name.
I love you, Joni.
I love you, Roxy. Use your own name. Say it out loud. Feel what happens when you say it out loud. Feel the resonance, the vibration of speaking of love for yourself.
I love you, Joni.
Rubbing our ears, massaging the ears. You're going to just go from the top of the ear, run your fingers gently out and down and give that little tug on that earlobe. There are meridian endings in every part of the ear that go with every organ in our body and every system in our body. And the yawn that I just did is, again, releasing of energy. And if you're doing your meditation and you begin to yawn, that's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's your releasing. You're letting go of extra energy that's no longer serving us. We're going to clap our hands together 9 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have heart meridians right here in the palms of our hands. And when we touch them together and tap them together in that springing motion, we energize the heart, the joy of the heart. Why do we applaud for somebody? We applaud because we're so excited about what they have done for us, and we send that applause energy to them. That's the energy of the heart. It's natural. It's what we do as a human beings. Tapping down our bodies. Tapping under the left armpit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And under the right armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tapping down the left side of our torso. And the right side. Fingers interlaced together, going in clockwise direction. Massage your organs. Say to them, thank you so much for working so beautifully for me. Even if they're not in your perception, thank them for working beautifully for you. Be in the moment. As we tap, we can say, all my channels are open, open, open. All my energy flows smoothly and perfectly. We're going to tap the tailbone. That's sacrum. I love the word sacrum. It's sacred energy. Sacred means special, held in esteem, revered, honored. Backs of our hands, rubbing the kidneys. Sending joy and happiness and gratitude to our kidneys. Hands outside and tapping the outside of the hips. 6, 7, 8, 9. And into the groin area. Breathing in and breathing out. And down to the knees, just above the kneecaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And behind the knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up on our toes, lifting up energy from the Mother Earth through our bubbling spring. 3, 4, the bubbling spring is in the ball of the foot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I appreciate being able to engage with you wherever you are and whenever you see this video. Even if you are not watching it when it's being presented live, whenever you feel it, whenever you encounter it and participate in it. My prayer, my intention is that you feel the love of the universe through me, perhaps, and that you feel balanced, you feel happy, you feel joyful for having practiced this, for having given yourself the gift of coming into yourself. Namaste. I love you.